Hello and welcome to Supreme Commander Forged Alliance Forever. This is a Blitz Tourney game. We're on the Bermuda Locket. God, I can't talk. Germany have just lost to Mexico. Great goal for Mexico, I have to say. Germany not looking too great. So, in the top we have someone called Child. He maintains that he is a 12-year-old child. Refuses to use the GPG Pro meme or some other thing to justify his smurfing. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe he is actually a new player and he's from Russia, it seems, by his flag and his English and his use of brackets, parentheses. And he's gone Seraphim. And he's playing against one of the all-time greats. It's Adjux with the UEF. Adjux, yeah, one of the best of all time, for sure. Has to be top 5 with Patrick, Zoc, Blackheart. And my history is not too good, so I can't give you all the ancient names. Well, there's obviously those ancient names, Sir Louis and those from even back in vanilla. But, we don't have any FAF journalists, so this info is spread everywhere, hard to get. But this is going to be interesting. Adjux versus ostensibly a brand new player. I mean, if I look at on FAF here now, Child has 95 global games. Actually, let's see how many ladder games he has. 44 ladder games. Yeah. Let's see. What's he going for? Well, we have 7 P-gens. The ACU continuing to build P-gens, delaying those mexes, and he's gone for a transport. He has 3 engineers assisting. So this is different to what you'll see people do generally, and he's gonna get a stall here. Too few P-gens. But yes, he's getting the transport out long before Adjux is, but Adjux is not going to stall doing it. Adjux actually built far too many P-gens. Went the opposite way. 12 P-gens for him. That's really too many if you look at his income. But these P-gens are going to help him once he drops and starts building those factories. He's going to have more P-gens at home already, which can be a big problem when you drop your build power away, and then you're left with just the ACU building P-gens, and you only have maybe 8, 10 of them. Can be difficult. So now Child drops one here, drops one engineer here, and looks like he's moving all the way up to here with his engineers. There's many places to drop. This one is not so great to drop because it's only 4 mexes and there's not a lot of big chunks of reclaim like you get over here. Like, look at this. Got a fuck ton of reclaim in big chunks, which means it's much more efficient than reclaiming small rocks, because the engineers just don't take any time off when they're reclaiming the bigger chunks. They spend less time moving, spend more time reclaiming. So generally you want to aim for the big chunks first. They're going to be better and more efficient. Adjux already has a naval factory going for his second one. And we have a naval factory coming up from Child now. It's quite a lot later, so does he know that there's a naval factory? I think he was scouting there, and he has spotted the naval factory, and he's actually also taken out Adjux's transport on the return journey. And look at this. Strong as fuck. Child looking good. Maybe he is actually a smurf. I really hope he isn't, but I mean, he has so few games. It really seems like He's some kind of Smurf. But it says he's 12 years old. That's a bit of a meme, but maybe it's true. Adjux getting a second air factory. He hasn't gone for a second land factory, and his expansion rather slow. Instead of building mexes while moving across here, he's grabbed a lot of reclaim with this engineer. I've just fucked the minimap. You can see there's big rocks missing here, and then he just goes for the factory. Not really interested in the pigeons, or the mexes I should say, because he's gonna grab a lot of reclaim here with these engineers, and that's gonna fund him. Now, actually saying that, he needs to be a bit more careful about getting this reclaim, and maybe he should have built a few more mexes. He sort of overestimated his reclaim, didn't do enough manually, and now he's trying to change that, getting more engineers into the field, harvesting rocks to turn them into tanks. Rock to metal. That's just the way of the future. So, ooh, tank from Child looking to do some damage. Maybe could have got some kills here. And actually, we have two transports. We have a transport here. He's dropping. This guy trying to set up a. Does he have an eco manager, or did he just pause that? Hope he doesn't have eco manager, but he's getting tanks into the base here. Adjux ACU coming across a bit late to catch these tanks, and we might see some engineers die. This is a nice place to put arties behind this cliff. It's very annoying to deal with them, but we only have tanks so far. A lot of arties coming for maybe the naval factories, but now two frigates come out. These arties are not going to be too useful on the water. Here we have a PD going up, or no, after this factory we'll have a PD. Looks like a drop here. This is a great place to drop. We used to see when Bloodier was Soaring Ladder. He would do this every time on this map. He would drop his opponent's arm, and you can see it's very, very effective. You can see a drop here from Child would be nice. He could set up his land spam a lot closer. If you watch, go to Lucy's channel, Luxie's channel, you can see a game versus Blackheart. He streamed a series or recorded a series of games versus Blackheart in a tournament, and Luxie drops and builds a base and uses Ilshavo to push here and gets the kill on Blackheart's ACU, which is quite a cool game. That's nice damage from just these few tanks. Got them very quickly here. And I think Adjux, going into this game, Adjux is obviously not going to be feeling under too much pressure when he's against about, what, 1600 rated player, I believe. And Child is really giving him a game right here. So Adjux should probably be feeling like he actually does really need to play well here, concentrate. Maybe he's taking it slightly less seriously. I think it's sort of inevitable when you play someone a lot of rating far below you, then you're not completely zoned into the game. But Child is playing well, and he has the income lead right now. We have do we have any economy? Doesn't look like we have any. We just have 2 on mexes here. We should have a factory or 2 up here, certainly for some units for sure, but also for all this juicy reclaim he could be grabbing. But even so, definitely well ahead in income, and that's actually just from the power stall of Adjux. That is the reason. Adjux does have 3 air factories, so pausing those would balance him quite nicely. See that drain about 100 each, just under 100, so now that he's paused them, it's not so bad. You also need to stop the engineers assisting, but he should be able to get back into the black with energy pretty soon. See, throwing some extra pigeons up. This is how to balance. Don't give massive queues, because they inevitably won't be balanced. If you're behind in power, get some engineers together, throw a small line of them, and then adjust as necessary. Small adjustments are going to be more accurate than large ones, and a battle on the left, there's not going to be much damage done here. Now Adjux has tanks here, he has his ACU, and Child is actually making a lot of T2 mexes in his expansion, so he has 3 T2 mexes here. Now those could actually be TML'd from this side, but I don't know if Adjux is aware of that. Ooh, yeah, you can see there's T2 mexes that are very advanced, but Child making this a very strong base. Already has an anti-air here, has a PD, has some power, has a lot of factories, has a T2 air HQ, so he's really committed to holding this. Definitely not gonna be allowing this to take some damage. It's a very important spot for him right now. It looks like he does have Eco Manager, which is saddening. Oh well. You know, the best players do not use the Eco Manager. That's just a fact. Whether it's the best players on ladder, the best players on settings, or in team games, they don't use Eco Manager. At least they don't use the throttling. They might use the overlay, which shows you what tech stuff is at, but they do not use the throttling, whether it's Gala or... Actually, does Gala use it? I don't think Gala uses it. You know, Gala, YOLO. The best ladder players don't, of course. Although, Crazed Chariot has been known to use it. I think it generally screws people over on ladder, though. Would not recommend. And also, it's basically cheating, so... Sorry to say, I'm one of those people who does actually consider it cheating. We have engineers dropped, and are they just here to steal reclaim? Oh, he's building PD. This Mex is not upgrading, fortunately for Adjux. Has he seen this? Well, there's a radar right here. And looks like he has now reacted. And he's wondering what is going on here. What is this? He's probably thinking about some units, but now a building has been constructed. It is engineers. And he's actually killed a radar now as well. So Adjux needs to be careful here, not let his arty get killed. Oh, there's 2 PDs up now. That is an interesting drop. Very annoying. Adjux now has to deal with that. On the right, nice setup here. Factories, PDs, ACU. Looks very secure on this side. Well, there's not many units actually, but decently secure. But the Navy, this is the issue that I have really not been paying enough attention to, because Adjux has moved in and he's actually killed both naval factories for Child, and he has instantly moves over here to block any engineers building naval factories on this side. So the only avenue left for Child, well, he needs to get rid of this frigate, which has 17 kills now, thanks to murdering all his Zuis. And finally the Zuis take him out. And now the frigate is gone, he needs to rush many engineers into the bay and get some factories up and put some torp defense behind them. On the right side, this is still going. He got a factory up and everything, and now he drops in 2 T2 engineers off this transport, and this is a problem now. And now where's the ACU? He's fallen back all the way to here for some reason, and Child is now spamming more units. He's getting past this PD. It's getting absolutely screwed by the terrain. That is sad to see. Just shooting into the ground perpetually. Terrible. It's gonna die for nothing. Got a few kills, but not much damage done. More engineers being dropped in to help out. These are T2 PDs, and the terrain is decent. he can shoot a lot of stuff here. This will get in the way a bit, but now there's just a ton of units pouring in. This T2 mech is surely dead. This one might go down. This ACU has no upgrades, and Child is making huge gains. And what does Adjux have? Well, he has T2 Navy. He's gone straight to T2 Navy after killing Child's naval production, which is the obvious choice, great choice. And he has a cruiser out. Just go straight for the cruiser. Now he needs to be careful of the Zuis. They're going to kill his frigates if he's not microing quite often. Over here, the Lobo's doing massive damage. Going to take out this base, it seems like. Two PDs, or three even, have gone down now. The Lobos are doing great work. You need some bombers on these things. Have a T2 transport full of tanks getting chased down by these Inties. Run, my dude. Fly, you fools. And we have two T2 PDs. That's going to keep the commander well away from this. Now, I mean, if you can get some arties here, maybe. I mean, but there's not even really an option to get some cheeky arties somewhere to attack this base. The gunships are going to have to do it. He should perhaps be going after the T2 engineers. Those are the most valuable thing here. They would have to be replaced. We have, is that, what's firing there? Oh, it is a TML. Interesting position for a TML. And he's already taken this location. And it looks like Adjux is winning air. The Navy coming back from Child. He's holding this location easily. And he's actually making nano. He has the gun making nano now. Maybe T2 would be better. He has some mexes here that are very vulnerable to TML. So TMD would be nice. Also TML in this position would be good for him. It's unlikely Adjux is TMD here. And in fact he doesn't, and he's probably going to be making more mexes. He's going T2 land here. Is that an HQ, or is that... I think that's an HQ. It is. This location, I mean, Adjux under huge pressure. And he's actually not doing much damage with this cruiser. He's afraid to... Seems like he wants to try and cover this peninsula, stop reinforcements from getting here. But all these tanks already got here, held the position, and now there's PD, shield, and there's 5 factories, 6th factory going up. So the gates are closing here on the peninsula, but the horse has bolted. And how is he going to take this out? He needs T2 land. Is he actually making 2 HQs? Or is this a support factory? I think it is a support factory by the drain on it. It is, and he's going for pillars. I think he needs to be making... Well, he has 0 tanks, so he's going to need some tanks. Maybe an upgrade on the ACU would be nice. And he's going to need MMLs as well, because there's quite a lot of PD, and there's this Seraphim T2 shield. Look at this. This is dangerous. A lot of Zuis coming in, and they're protected from the gunships by a lot of mobile anti-air. And the PDs are getting run into a little bit. And if he runs close to the Navy, he will get taken out by this Destro. It's going to murder these T1 units for breakfast. It's going to be easy. Unless he continues missing. And these gunships are really wasted. They're just getting absolutely murked by the anti-air. Over here, again, a lot of anti-air, but there's so much anti-air, and there's not many tanks. Actually, there's no tanks. It's just Zuis and anti-air, and also a gun nano commander. We had an attempt at T2 Navy from Child, but that factory was killed. Unsurprisingly, we have 2 Destros and a cruiser here. Getting more and more kills. Adjux needs to be taking out these T2 mexes, which are completely undefended. There's also no storages. Maybe Child doesn't know about the assist command. You can assist a mechs to surround it with storages. It's quite a new feature. Maybe he's giving away the fact that he's a smurf by not knowing that. But honestly, I don't know who it would be as a Russian smurf. So we'll assume it's a new player. And he is under huge pressure from the Navy. Adjux should stay here, use the Destros, take out all of this stuff. And the cruiser can go to work on all these mechs. There's no TMD to stop him. Adjux has huge problems down here. He does have a couple pillars out, but they're going down. And actually the anti-air has been chewed up, I think, by these Destros mostly, I would say. And a bit of the ACU doing some damage there. And we have no anti-air left. It's back here. So the gunships won't be able to push and kill the production, but they will be able to stop these Zuis that are moving. That's an arty. Oh man, that arty is going to be in range of a lot of stuff. Just a single T2 arty, well, built in a bit of a wrong place. Should be under the shield, of course, but you can go after this HQ. You could probably ground fire here and try and hit the mechs. That might be a bit dodgy. Take out this T2 support factory, certainly. Can take it out very quickly. It just got killed. Look at that. Very nice kill. This arty is doing nice work. And Adjux still being pushed back, and he has 3 Destros back here. 4 Destros. So maybe he needs to be going for cruisers, just pure cruisers, with the odd shield boat in there. Shield would help because this arty is in range of the T2 Naval HQ. Over here, still an attempt at. Oh my God! There's so many units have gotten through. Adjux really turned up the pressure here on the right by getting a lot of production on these pillars, and he has a huge amount of tanks as well and Lobos pushing through. It's a lot of production and a lot of tanks, and Child does not have anything against this. He's bringing back a lot of Zuis here. They're not going to help too much, and the PDs are going to do okay. They're going to slow him down, but there's a lot of Lobos, so he needs a lot of he needs some tanks. Does not have T2 land. Ooh, he's gone to T3 air, getting a T3 pigeon all the way up here. And the Zuis are reaching the naval HQ. I don't think they're gonna be able to take that out, though. They're gonna be taken out pretty quickly by the Destros. There they go. Not much damage done. A lot of Zuis are being invested here. That's a lot of mass being used. And unless this can really push the whole way through the base, kill a lot of stuff, a lot of the T1 and T2 B-gens, I don't think it's gonna be enough. If we look at because of the naval loss on the right, Child gonna do his best to hold off, but the more and more pillars arrive, the worse it's gonna be. All these PDs have actually gone down. Ooh, a lot of Zuis dying as well. The Voltu's trying to do what they can, but we'll have flak moving in at some point. But will it even be needed? There are so many tanks that I don't think this ACU can actually hold on. Just a sheer number of pillars and Lobos especially, mixed in with quite a few strikers, may be able to just push through if these Zuis don't do a massive amount of damage. But yeah, this T2 Navy can move in and help out, and Child has nowhere to run. He could probably just stay in the water and survive, but at that point he won't be able to survive the land push. His base won't be able to survive the land push. Now taking a lot of fire from Destros and all of these pillars. It looks like Child is actually going to go down here to Adjux's land army. The gun and nano commander doing what he can. Look at that. Ooh, he just got another vet. He's back up to 5k HP. And this army's disappearing. Vultu's doing what they can to help out. Child is just... Ooh, another great overcharge. 2 pillars go down. But he's gone very low again, down to just over 2000 HP. Will he... How long will he survive? Ooh, 500 HP. He's almost on his next vet. 40 HP. Oh, there he goes. Fuck indeed. Very nice game here. Look at this. Look at this, man. Yeah, nice game. And look, yeah, pretty decent defensive setup here. I mean, well, he's going to be shooting the rocks a lot. It's very difficult to defend here with T2PD. But, yeah, very nice game from Child. Giving Adjux a run for his money. You can see at the end here, Adjux is pulling away, certainly. But look, Child actually had more total mass this game. But in the end, Adjux had enough. The Navy was the thing. Look at all this mass into Destros he had. I mean, he really should have probably gone for a lot more cruisers instead of all these destroyers. They would do a huge amount more. You could take out this base with all those cruisers instead of pretty useless Destros. And they're getting a lot of kills, but I think he could hold off with just a few less and a few more cruisers. But well played, Adjux. Even has T3 mechs over here. Great push at the end. Look at all this T2 land. A lot of production here into pillars. And Child couldn't hold on. Very well played though. Good to see a new player giving someone a run for their money, especially Adjux on such a difficult map, Bermuda Locket. I'm sure next time he won't be so easily pushed out of the water. Child will know the danger of that. But still, huge, great attempt here with this proxy. Beautiful thing. Just a proxy in your opponent's main base. And maybe, well, maybe could have gone for another RT or two, kill the factory here. Oh, we got another RT further forward, yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Very well played. Nice game. And this is from the Blitz Tourney, run by Bloodear. Give huge thanks to Bloodear for hosting that. And GG. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you will maybe sign up for Blitz Tourney or Galaxy Cup or 2v2 WWPC or host your own tournament. And until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you.